I hear the weather at the Miami Regional is not going to be good. Do you see them moving that regional to Arizona or Oxford since a tropical storm is heading toward Miami? Please read my comment. We got you, Jeb. No, do not. Miami earned the opportunity to host, and the NCAA has rules in place in the event that a regional doesn't get played, and they stink.
No way. Are you telling me that the NCAA doesn't have good rules in place to adjust for a very predictable situation?
Yes, that is what I am telling you.
Oh, man. It's the upset of the day right there.
And oh, by the way,
isn't the rule basically just that they'll send Miami on to the next thing?
If no game were to get played, the highest seed moves to the next round.
Sounds like a great idea to me in this particular regional.
If one game were to be played, then the highest remaining seed without a loss would move on to the next round. I mean, it's stacked for the number one seed to move on. So, no, they're not going to move it.
So they wouldn't
go to
Tampa
does happen to be.
Or Orlando or something.
I mean, I guess if Miami really wanted to try and do that, they could, but I don't think that's the case.
Doesn't feel like that would solve the problem either, does it? Like it's going to rain everywhere in Florida.
They got to be done by Tuesday. And so even if they were to get a couple of days washed out, they could probably cram it into 3 days, like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It's not ideal, but it's potentially doable. And oh, by the way, yes, there is a retractable roof stadium in downtown Miami on the side of the old Orange Bowl, but the Miami Marlins are in town this weekend. So
naturally,
probably not an option there.
You could switch out the college teams for the Marlins, and there wouldn't be any noticeable decline in play.
Or attendance.
Yeah, or there might be more attendance.
Nick Fortes, by the way, plays for the Miami Marlins. I only know that because I have a friend that went to the Braves games this weekend and was like, wait, Nick Fortes plays for the Marlins. So there you go.
Former Ole Miss catcher.
Yeah. There is precedent, by the way. We learned that Mississippi State women's golf was the losing side of the precedent for we can't play because of weather, just send the top seeds. Remember that a couple of years ago?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
last year.
They've done this before. Different sport, but it's the same organization running a tournament, weather impacted, so they sent the higher seeds without actually playing anything. The forecast, though, it's a long way out, obviously. It's a tropical storm, rather unpredictable and volatile. Currently, it looks like there might be some windows to play. But it'll be hard. And there is a tropical storm or some kind of tropical system that is going directly towards the southern tip of Florida, which, as you know, Miami is in the center of.
Yes, the lead story at weather.com is potential tropical development could lead to Florida soaking. Not exactly what you're hoping for. A tropical depression or tropical storm may develop in the Gulf of Mexico this first week of hurricane season and soak parts of Florida, Cuba, and the Bahamas late this week into the weekend. It goes on to say a sprawled-out area of low pressure will eventually develop later this week near Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula or the Northwest Caribbean Sea.
Not ideal.
Not ideal.
I did say this on Twitter. It would be the most Ole Miss thing ever to sneak your way into the NCAA tournament, and you look at the regional they're in. Nobody is playing well as of late in that regional. And you think with the talent that they have, despite a very disappointing season relative to that talent still exists. They certainly can match up and win this regional, and then it gets canceled because of a tropical storm, and the fallout comes from there. That would be the most Ole Miss thing ever.
The story at weather.com says it is too soon to determine which parts of Florida may see strong wind gusts, modest coastal flooding, and the heaviest rain. South Florida and the Florida Keys have the best chance to pick up periods of heavy rain beginning Friday. Given the locally flooding rain that fell here last Sunday, the flash flood threat is highest in this portion of the state.